Hello. It's a Godot kind of night. We got our tea, we got our cone. What more could we need? So, I want to just throw everything out the window tonight. Go, Dot. I mean, I really want to remodel the cart. I've got plans for how we're going to do that. And it involves, like, actually drawing a cart in Photoshop first. And, like, figure out what does a go-kart look like. Start there. And then model it. But, for now, test player, I think, let's see, can I create a, just a node 3D here. I want to just trash this character controller thing. Can I put this? Oh man, can't reparent. Really? Dang. Okay, so we do need to just kind of start it from scratch. All right. Might need some wheels. We'll get to the wheels. I want to model some nice looking wheels as well. I think we can do that. What I want to do is, I was looking through, there is a dedicated vehicle body under Rigid Body 3D. So if we go under Node 3D, Rigid Body, where's Rigid Body? What does that count as? What is that under? Collision object, physics body. Here we go. Under, yeah. So you've got your static body, which is basically something that just sits there and does its own thing. Can't be moved by external forces. When moved manually, doesn't affect other bodies in its path, which that might be good for the cone. Character body is what we used because that starts you out with a nice little script for controls, which was handy to learn on. Rigid body is something with an actual physics simulation. Vehicle body simulates the behavior of a car. Let's try that. Let's build a parent node for it and then add a child of vehicle. Yeah, vehicle sounds like that's kind of what we want, isn't it? Okay, so it needs a shape. That's fine. We'll probably, what will we add? I guess a capsule, but like a capsule on its side. Let's see here. So let's see, where does this need? It, as a child. Okay, it needs a collision shape. Okay, and then that just needs to be listed as, hey, what kind of shape is it? It's a capsule. It's a capsule, yeah, on its side. There we go. There's our car shape. Okay, and then also we can add to this, I guess we want to parent this to the vehicle is the mesh. And that can be, unfortunately, that can be our cart for now. Yeah, why not? So we can scale up our collision shape a little bit here. Also, we'll want to rotate this around the y-axis.
I'd like Dupsters Forever written in black pen on the bottom of the sub-sled.
We're probably dropping the sub-sled tonight, Dupu. I hope. I hope. Dupu, thank you for 20 months. In honor of you subscribing for 20th month, as I do with every 20th month subscription, I will tire of this song and skip to the next one in the shuffled playlist. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. It was Bomberman. It's always Bomberman. Okay, that'll work. Oh, except for the bottom. I guess we need to move this whole thing up, don't we? No. There's gonna be wheels at some point, so let's do this. Beautiful. Wheels probably aren't going to be that high. Wheels. All right, we're going to call this player cart. Okay, so this is something completely new now. It's now. How do I need to access the script now for this vehicle body? Ooh. Where was the button for adding a script again? I've already forgot. There it is. Built-in script on. Right? Built-in scripts have some limitations that can't be edited. Oh, okay. Oh, template is what I wanted. We're not doing rocket sleds. Wait, what is the... So test player had all this built-in code. What does cart get? What does cart get for motion? Let me see here. Implements all the physics logic needed to simulate. Engine force. Contact with a surface makes sense. Okay, so we might actually need to set these values, but there's not much. It's engine force, steering, and brake force, and that's it. So let's grab our input stuff here and just try this. Engine force equals, yeah, accelerate. Brake for, no, yeah, just brake. Set brake.
I sure hope GQ doesn't show up and make that lady say things. We're all having such a nice time. Be ashamed to ruin it.
Wah, wah. Hello, GQ. Is it GQ? It is GQ. Welcome in, GQ. How about that pinball military voice activated? What a melding of genres. All right, let's just see what happens with this. So in our actual scene, we're getting rid of we're getting rid of character, and instead we're throwing in our player cart scene. There it is. Camera needs a camera target. Oh, it has to be a character. Okay, we gotta fix that. A dartboard design mechanism. See, I could see that combo working, GQ. Oh, see, we were looking at current steer and current speed, which may not be needed, actually. So let's comment these out. And just leave it to that. See if this works, and also say no, it's fine. It just needs a rigid body, 3D, and then we should be able to just bloop that in. Oh, can't use that one. Okay. Then I'll just, I don't know, I guess I'll say it specifically has to be a vehicle body 3D. And now it can't do that. Huh. And chirps, because of course. All right, let's just take out the references to camera target entirely. Is there a, hang on, in GD script block comment, triple quotation, is that it? Okay. That'll work. We're just not gonna do anything. It's just gonna sit there. The camera is just gonna sit there. And that's it. All right, let's see what happens. I get no movement at all. Yay. Not off to a great start. A really rigid body. Let's print our acceleration force and just... Oops, that's just going to be the car and nothing else. Specifically, I want the scene. Yeah, we have a force of 1. All right. Oh. For a vehicle with mass set to 1,000, what is our mass set to? 40 kilograms. Try a value in the 25 to 50 range for acceleration. Well, all right. Let's just multiply it then. Let's just multiply this by 25. And steering. This property is edited in the inspector in degrees. In the code, it is set in radians. That should be fine. I just don't feel like I'm getting much movement here. Why is that? 1,000 tokens. So when I press the button, it does detect that this is happening, and that value is being passed into set engine force. Let's see here. Oh, you must also add a vehicle wheel 3D node for each wheel. Now, I assume that's just... Well... We may actually need wheels if we want to do that. Ugh. All right. Now, here's the thing. We have another option here. Something that's a little bit silly, but I saw this idea. I thought it was just crazy enough to work. I will explain it shortly. We're dropping vehicle body. Wait, not the mesh instance. Leave the mesh instance. Add in a let's see, a player. No, a character. Character body 3D again. And of course it needs a collision shape. All right, so here's the dumb idea I saw that I was like, that could actually work. I'm gonna add a second mesh just so this is apparent what's happening here. Sphere. Okay. All right. So what we do is we take this, we scale it up. We move it up a bit so that it's on the ground. There we go. That should work. And we give it just the slightest bit of... Oh yeah, I guess we need actual code here that applies to not test player, although this is still important. Dang it, where did my thing go? This guy right here. Give me this guy. And then let's add attach a script to this. Player cart. File exists, it will be reused. We'll load an existing. Player cart 2 then, fine, whatever. Here we go, template, character body 3D. That's what I want. I want this template. Okay, take out the jump. Grab these bits of code here. All right, so this is going to be silly, but apply force? No. Thinking. I guess I need the rigid body, which is... No, this is the rigid body. All right, hang on. Let's try rigid body. Rigid body 3D. Where can I add a force? Add constant force. that it? And that takes a vector 3. Let's just say vector 3 dot forward. Is that cool? Are we cool with this? No. Not found in base self for character body 3D. Really? How do I access the rigid body for a character body 3D? Ooh. That's saxophone. Ooh. All right, hold on. Back it up. Back it up. What's the base code here then? Oh, just set velocity. I don't really like that, but it's fine. Okay, so here's the dumb idea. Here's the dumb idea. You take this dumb thing. If accelerate, then velocity. Let's just say dot x plus equals 0.1. I don't know. We just need some code running. Nope, cancel. Okay, so the idea. Oh, it hit the cone. It hit the cone. The idea is we just make a giant marble. All right, we just make a giant marble that rolls around. Push gas to start rolling forward, and then press the directions to change our forward. Okay. But then you hide the marble. You do all that, but then you hide the marble, and you just have what looks like a cart rolling around, but it's not really. Maybe our original cart is fine. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful, right? But it has a very bad problem in that for some dumb reason, I can't get through this cone. Why is this cone so solid? Like, what's going on with this cone? Like, this shouldn't be how the cone works. This is gonna bug me. This is gonna be the thing I'm gonna be looking at all night, apparently, is this dumb cone. I cannot push the cone. Can't push rigid body. Character body 3D can't push rigid body 3D. So it might be something to do, apparently, some people are saying, with the move and slide method, which is like right there in our cart code. Which this is supposed to be a built-in here that just does its thing. Oh. Oh. Maybe this is just something of Character Body 3D. That Character Body 3D is kind of a special case dealio. Which is fine if that's the case. We'll just need to affect how the cone works. I want the cone to be affected by physics, but... But, you know, work better. So how do we deal with that? I guess it's not super important, but I do want to have like a cone that you can bonk into and happily plow through a set of them, and they do a wonky little fly away animation. But yeah, it might be specifically that it's because it's a character. What did I say? Character controller, character body? It's a character body. Get slide collision count. No, so more of a it is a specific physics thing. It is a physics. Why is this bounding box so huge? It's not. Why is this one so big? Why is this massive? What is this massive orange box here? Oh, it's because it's the camera. It's the camera. Okay. No, so it just refers to the physics object that has controls attached to it. All right, we're gonna try this little snippet of code here. After move and slide, let's have. I guess we don't need the underscore. I think that's specifically for the overridden methods, just as a. It's not a required thing for the function names. Push objects. Okay, so it says, grab all the things that you're sliding against. What's this? Oh, gosh. Oh. This is one of the reasons I really don't like Python. Let's see here. There we go. Tab indexing. Okay, is this everything? Does that look good? Okay, it's fine with that. Okay, grab all the colliders if they are a rigid body, and I may want to fix that up a little bit more. Oops, not that. This. Well, that did nothing. It did nothing. Mostly works, says someone. Apply. Wait, so different impulse, it says? The cone is not anchored at all. It's just apparently the type of thing we're using for the physics of the character does not apply forces to anything when it bumps into it. The idea behind this move function is that it's specifically built for a character to be moved by things, like, say, moving platforms. So it's not really built for being a go-kart, but we're just kind of rolling with it. Ha, because it's go-karts. So let's add one more line here. I want to see, do we get this test line here? No, we do not. Ooh. Okay. It's not even hitting this. Cone. Huh. What is it then? It's nothing. It's not even hitting that. Oh. Just, don't worry about that. Oh, okay, okay. It now pushes it. Now I get stopped by it because I guess it is a, I mean, that's progress. It doesn't do what I want, but it's better than it was. Also, geez, this camera needs to move up. I removed all that fancy camera stuff we had just finished a while ago, now that I think about it. So maybe I should redo that and bring that back. There we go. And now we should be able to pull that back in there. Yeah, all right. All right, that's better. All right. Let's it's technically able to move it now. I didn't realize that is kind of how this works. At some point we are probably going to completely rebuild the kart code from the ground up. Because I feel like that is something we just want regular physics on, maybe? Do we want this to be regular? Just do a physics sim on it? Because then you got things like, if you're on a slight incline down, and we're treating it as a marble, basically, then it would pick up speed. Like, a lot of speed. So I'm not 100% convinced on that yet. But the move and slide thing is weird. Hang on, real quick. I was thinking character body was a was like a subclass. Yeah, let's see here. Character body. Like we may just switch to using the regular old rigid body. I jumped onto character body, was like, that sounds good. But now that I'm seeing the differences, I'm starting to learn maybe that's not what fits our needs. Okay. I've got my checklist of things I wanted to look at tonight. We played around with vehicle controller. We played around with the marble idea. So next thing I want to do, we're going to build a better go-kart. That's the plan. We are going to build a better go-kart. This doesn't need to be huge. It does not need to be detailed. I actually got to do some go-kart riding this weekend. Can't get any better. So now I feel like I'm truly ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just draw a go-kart in side view, front view, and plan view. Elevation and plan. Feel the go-kart. All right, here we go. Here we go. Don't overthink it. Just go-kart it. If we can get away with both wheels, all wheels being the same size, that would be nice. All right, kind of a frame around it, like around the whole thing. Seat around here somewhere. I guess between the wheels. That's probably no. We got to have room for the engine. The engine's gonna be in the front, in the back. Want steering wheel connecting to about the center of the wheels. You know, that makes sense. Some kind of cover over the wheel, the steering stick. So we do kind of like this kind of thing here. Yeah, let's just get kind of something like that. Some kind of front bumper cover. That kind of wraps around a bit. Let's new layer that. Yeah, something like that. A slight side would be nice. Spoiler? And then actual seat here. I'm not sure how the spoiler should actually attach. I guess just to the base frame somehow. Let's bring those wheels out front a little bit more. Looking like a cart. Looking like a cart. Little bit of cover over the wheels in the back as well, right? And the engine, just don't worry about it. It's somewhere. Something like this, maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah. That's a good call. Need lots of random tubes sticking on the back. Not pedal powered. You know, something like that. Maybe even one on the side would look cool. Where's the engine on a real go-kart? The one I rode in, it was in the back behind the seat. Which might be the norm, but I mean, who cares about realism? The engine it's on the inside. It's on the inside. Okay, this is decent. We can work with this. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna group that into a layer. And we're gonna do this again, top down. So let's get some guides here. That looks fine. All right. Basic idea. Well, let's get our wheel. Let's get our wheels out. And we'll actually just duplicate this so that we got the exact same size. Merge these layers. Duplicate again. Pull it over. Let's go pretty wide, I think. Let's go pretty wide. That's going underneath somewhere. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we do want to have some kind of like front bumper thing going here. Maybe even over the wheels completely. I don't know. Okay, seat. Somewhere in there. Let's do kind of that kind of thing going on there. The cover over the cart, maybe like this. Yeah, that's looking all right. I can see this being vaguely modelable. All right. This is gonna be a disaster, isn't it great? Front view. I guess, do we need a front view? I guess we should get a front view. Give me more pixels. Oops, group those. New layer. Now, see right here, what I'll do is I'm going to duplicate this layer. I'm just going to merge it because it's just a copy. We're going to take this, slap it right here.
Oh look, it's Dobbs.
It's me.
You know, the other day I decided make a Valentine's level in Dabble Worlds. Can you believe it? I made all kinds of symbols for Valentine's Day everywhere, all in pink and red. Basically what I'm saying is,
What are
I
you
made
saying?
a Dabble heart.
All right. Yes, I'm still watching. All right, now I have to skip to another one. How you doing, Turtle? Hopefully well. I should do the guidelines on this too. Let's just pretend the wheel is a little bit more centered. Okay, so wheel is really about right here. And that goes in somewhere. Yeah, this is going to be a rough guide at best. Let's see here. Let's have we're gonna have this nice little thing going on here. Can we do some kind of, I don't know, some kind of smooth shape here? And then behind it all, gotta have the actual back seat going up to around here. Yeah, this totally looks like it's a possible shape that definitely could exist in the world. There we go. All right. And then there'll be, I don't know, there's something going on in the back. All right. Well, there it is. Save it. We'll put this in Blender Learning. Save as a PNG. All right, let's get this train wreck on the road. Not too well, but working on it. Well, hopefully the working works. All right, everybody, here we go again. Best news you've heard all year. All right. So, from what I understand, we are allowed to take a PNG and just drag it in. All right. Well, there it is. Okay, maybe I should have done one of these first. Sure. Yeah, that's a reasonable size right there to work on. Oh, I see. Okay, and then we want to duplicate it with a 90-degree. Oop, rotate around X 90 degrees. And then bring it, scale Z0. Oh, nope. Thought that would work. Whatever. We'll just bring it. Oh, wait, I guess it doesn't matter as much. We just need it out of the way. Just like this one, we just need out of the way over here. Yeah, we just need this from the top. Kind of centered on our mock-up there. Yeah. And then we can duplicate this, rotate it around the y-axis at 90. Okay, rotate that one around the x-axis. Rotate that one around the x-axis. There we go. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's not good. Okay. So it's going to be something like around here. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. Yeah. All right, look at that. Okay. Now, okay, there's a thing we can do here, and I don't know what it is. Visibility. Selectable. Don't make it non-selectable. Gosh, is there some way I could, like, lower its opacity? That'd be cool. Blender, lower opacity of object. I don't know. All right, we're not gonna worry about it. But I will turn off selection. Because I think that would make it a little bit, yeah, a little bit nicer to not keep accidentally pressing on whatever it is. Get out of here, camera. All right. What are we doing here? Are we really about to do this? All right. Start with a cube, I guess. We should probably make the wheels separate as a separate object. So we'll, you know what? Let's make a good wheel first. Let's make a really good wheel. Let's make a nice cylinder, but not too nice. 16 segments seems pretty good because we're gonna have a few of these. We'll figure out that and that. Rotation around the y-axis, nice, and the z-axis, nice. All right. Now let's do this. Oh, nope. Wait. Not okay. Shift. Mouse 3. Yep. Okay. We'll mirror this and everything in a bit. After we make the car, which is going to be off-center because this is not a symmetrical drawing, which is great. But let's make this a little bit nicer. Bevel? Do we want a bevel? That could look pretty good. Just a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit thicker. I don't know. That looks a little bit more like we're not going to go for huge high poly count or anything, but I think this is good. What? I just hit it accidentally because I'm used to H being move canvas in Photoshop. Okay, so now I think if we do, okay, edit mode, inset, nope, choose face. Yeah, we can inset a face, and then we can extrude it inward. That's good. That's decent. Then we can inset again and extrude outward slightly. Yeah, there we go. That's all you need. That's good enough. Rotate that around Z at 180. No. Undo that last one. Let's instead just move it to the opposite side here. Yeah, like right around here. Yeah, all right. Let's try and center this a little bit better. This right here. Okay, I do need to make this selectable. All right, we're making them selectable again. Okay, not this one. This one needs to move back. Okay, but these two. Not the cube, just these two. We're gonna try and center this on the cube a little bit better. I think like right there. Dang it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Can we go ahead and mirror this now? Like, just, I'm wondering if that would help a little bit. Mirror it on the Y. Oh, wait. Mirror it on, I guess, can I mirror it on the origin? I guess not. Because this is not great, because this means when I move this, like, look at that. That's not great. So maybe we just don't mirror it on the x-axis just yet. But this cube should remain in the middle. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. I can move this this way. Detect the darkness. Oh man, I've been doing some Pathfinder 2E. Magic Missile got good. I mean, Magic Missile's always been a safe bet. Like in 3.5, like actual Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. It was not much damage, like 1d4 plus 1 per missile, but you don't have to roll to hit, and there's no save. That's just solid damage. This is a bad loop. I'll go ahead and say it. This is a bad loop. So the damage doesn't really ramp up in Pathfinder 2e. Pathfinder 2e does away with the idea of standard action versus move equivalent action that 3.5 just really dug into. Instead, you just get 3 actions per round, but a lot of activities require a certain number of actions. So, for instance, your standard attack is only 1 action, so you can do it 3 times in a round, which is already kind of an interesting play as long as you don't move. But you get progressively higher penalties for multiple attacks in a round. And some spells take 2 actions, some spells take 3 actions. Magic Missile is a weird one because it takes as many actions as you want. Well, up to 3. But you can spend just 1 action to fire off 1 missile, or you can just sit there and spend your entire turn casting Magic Missile, and it will fire 3 missiles. And that 1d4 plus 1 now adds up to a pretty healthy amount. You're doing like 10 damage in a round. At level 1. Like, that's decent. And again, there's no attack roll or saving throw for that. All right. We got to start actually figuring out how in the world we're going to pull this off. I guess I can just scale. No, not the face, not the face. Not the face, not the face. I had seen a headline basically to the general gist of, we promise we're not doing that thing that you've heard that we're doing. So we'll see. There it is. There's the go-kart. He's box. He's good. He's good box. I guess wireframe would help or something. Yeah, it always is. Okay. I'm beginning to get ideas on how this is gonna work. We're gonna scale down on the Z axis. And then, so like, select vertices. Like, do we want to have a separate body versus... All right, we're going to want to subdivide the face. We're going to want to add loop cuts. Wait, let's avoid making it too complicated, definitely. Okay, loop cut is Control R in edit mode. Okay. we'll use this for extruding the spoiler. We'll inset here. I want the wheels to be like under something, but we can do that in a little bit. Choose the face. Oh, this face. Inset. And then extrude downward. And we'll just, the player will just be in there. This face gets extruded out? Does it? Is that how this works? Is that what we want? Can we subdivide or something? Here, let's take the whole object and scale back on the y-axis so we're no longer clipping into the wheels as much. Yeah. Maybe we'll have a little wheel well going on or something. What would happen if I did the sub? Ugh. No, we just made a canoe. That's hilarious. Yeah, we don't want that. Get rid of that. God, we went from a sled to a canoe. Like, how many different objects? Aquacart. Like, do we want to make sure to have a different mesh per material? Like, the seat should be one thing, a separate cube. Like, maybe? Let's add a cube. Why not? Let's just make this into a all right, edit vertices. Loop cut. Yeah, like that's actually fine right there. Once I scale this whole thing down. So it actually fits in here. Actually, let's do... Ooh. Well... Whoops. Oh well. Can we do a mirror on this? On the y-axis with clipping. How does that look? That looks a little bit better, actually. We could use a little bit more, rigidity there. It doesn't matter as much on the. That's a pretty nice looking seat back compared to our last one. Okay. All right, that's fine. Let's name these so we're not losing track. Steering column. That's a cylinder. No, wait. Donut? Probably, yeah, probably a donut. Right? That's what we did last time. Let's do kind of a, yeah, let's do kind of, ooh, should we do one of the, like it's a, like, I don't know. How would you describe it? I don't even know. Do. Let me try something dumb. This might be too dumb. We'll see. Give me a cylinder. 16 vertices is fine. Very low radius to start with. Yep, great. And then immediate mirror on both X and Y axes. Because I think what we can do is, like, can we bend it out? Right? Like, bend it out? How would we do that, actually, now that I think about it? Whoa. Nope. Extrude, but then move. Yeah, kind of like that. Oh, except it's gonna be flat unless it's not. Whoa. Oh wait, not G. R Y. Nope, I want it RX. There we go. That's what I was looking for. RX 90. And then, yeah, then you can do like this, which is not perfect. Ooh, no, it is not. Okay. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I mean... No. No. Delete that. Delete that. All right. Blender bend cylinder. Curve modifier. I see what it wants me to do here. Yeah, so it would be, all right, well, no, I don't want to do that. I want to keep this mostly simple if possible. Okay, so let's just add a donut for now. Not too complex of a donut, mind you. 16 is fine. All right, so now we're going to also add a You know what? We may as well just make it a cube. Keep it as low poly as possible. What are the images? That's the I drew this up in Photoshop. This is our design for the cart. Just to kind of give us an actual something to follow in hopes of making it actually look okay. Okay. Now this one we actually can we can mirror this on the y-axis. And also we can mirror it around that. Include clipping. Yeah, because now we can do this. And then we can add a loop cut over here somewhere. That's fine. And then extrude, whoops, extrude from that face. There we go. Steering column. How did I... just Photoshop and just brush tool. I actually used to be an architecture major many years ago before I got into computer science. I didn't finish the program, but it gave me a lot of, you know, better skills for understanding things in 3 dimensions. Steering column. Steering wheel. Oh, okay, you got it. Let's see. Can we parent? Let's see here. No. Object mode. This. Control P. Set parent to object. Keep transform. Oh, well now the steering column is the parent, so I did that backwards, but it's fine. All right, so let's do... rotate that to there. That looks fine to me. Okay. Can we just have a dummy object in the middle here? Shift A, add. Okay, empty. Empty plane axes. Yeah, actually, this is fine. Let's just call this center. And the reason I want that is I want to mirror around center with X, and that way I can move this center point outward to affect that wheel's position. There we go. So now all 4 wheels are actually a single object that's just been mirrored on 2 different axes, which is handy. Less actual geometry for us to edit when we need to edit it. Okay, so far this still looks about as bad as our first one, just with wheels added on. So we're going to try to rectify that. We want to kind of extend this out over and then smooth it a little bit. So let's see here. What can we do? We could extrude and then kind of curve out from here, maybe? Like this one right here. I don't know exactly how. Let's see. What would happen if I were just to take this one and just... No, see, we don't want to do that. So in our drawing, it's more of this whole thing kind of coming back. So maybe this face right here needs to be shifted back quite a bit. And then maybe this edge needs to be raised up slightly. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. That's a little nicer, and still very low poly. Like, actual polygon count is low, which is great. Now that does create a fairly sharp point here. So I may want to loop cut this object here. See, that does that, which is okay, I guess. Oh, and then let's take this and scale it on the y-axis inward. Hang on, we're getting somewhere. Let's move this down. Improved, I think. This vertex here is weird. This one and this one. Move those, let those move back a bit. Okay, cool. Like that. All right, that's actually significantly better. Okay, the spoiler. I think what we want to do is... how do we okay, here we go. Subdivide surface. Oh, that's actually quite simple, isn't it? All right, cool. Whoop. Oh, wait, does that subdivide everything or just this one? Can I get away with a loop cut on just the... No, I guess not. Oh, okay, so what I would want to do is extrude just the face. Then take that face and scale it down in the Y dimension. And extrude from there. And here is where we need to, yeah. That looks all right. Can we select not the faces? Except these edges. Just kind of move those back a bit. Hey, look at this. We're 3D modeling. Yay. All right. This edge we can now extrude outward. And then down here, up here. Yeah, that's about what I expected. It's fine. Should we extrude both of these? Or instead, should we scale like this? How does that look? Ah, that's kind of cool. Yeah. And then we can actually take this edge here, so it tapers off a bit on these ends. Ah. Pretty nice. Okay. This is significantly better than the first one, admittedly. I think this edge here. Yeah, we can bring it in a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. This is a little bit awkward of a triangle, but whatever. Okay, object mode. This one, can we reduce this to, yeah, let's reduce this to one smoothing. Do we even want the smoothing? Yeah, we do want the smoothing. Okay, the whole thing. What happens if... Well, it's like, actually, you know what? High, short. You know what? If we add the proper loop cuts, this would not look bad. I think. Let's see here. Like if we were to yeah, like something like that. Select loop. What is the... How do you select the entire loop? All right, hold on. Blender, select loop. Alt right mouse button. No. Oh, that's actually much nicer. Oh, hang on. Did we just crack the code? That looks pretty good. It's a go-kart. Vroom vroom. What do you think? Can't you tell? For our kart racer. That's not bad. Okay. What are we making this for? We're making it for Dabble Kart. Those drifts. I'm learning a new game engine, and I figured this would be a fun little project to play around with. as it turns out, most of what I'm doing is learning Blender. Because this is not easy. But I'm getting better. Like, this is okay. Like, that's a recognizable shape, at least. Throw a cool little texture on that, and you got yourself something nice going. Let's actually take this line here. Scoot it up a bit. Is that too awful? Something's going on there that I don't care for, but it's all right. Now, how are we gonna texture this thing? That's the question. All right, let's make sure to save this. New folder, cart 2. All right, now we gotta relearn all our texturing magic. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, so some of these can be flat textured, I think, like steering wheel and column. That's not too bad. We can just set up a solid color. Just a nice gray. Go. That's a little bit too dark. This one right here. We can just use gradient texture. Is that a thing we can do? How do we do that? Yeah, but how do we do this? How do we make it? How do we choose the colors of a... How do we do this? I thought maybe this would let us... Oh wait, it's got... Oh, it's just picking the... What? That can't be right. How does that work? How do I tell it what colors to use? Ah, no? Ah, okay, never mind. I don't get it. I don't get it. Blender material gradient. How does this work? Gradient texture. Oh wait, do I actually have to open up the oh, do I have to open up the thing? I don't even remember how to get to the thing. All right. Never mind. I just want it to be a color. As soon as I said gradient texture, here we go. Okay. So if I just say base color, that's just normal thing, right? Maybe not. I don't know. All right, we'll just give it a slightly darker shade. And there's a material. Monkey on Strike, hello. Well, you know, I've been trying to sow the seeds in my community about trying a modded playthrough sometime soon. I'm really itching to do something dumb, like play around with Warptorio. I actually tried the Industrial Revolution mod when I was sick a couple weeks back, and that was something. Wait, can I just choose? Ah, there we go. Yeah. Ah. Okay, this works. too scared for modded. It is something else. Okay, I should take this and edit it a little bit. We should add a up. Like, there it is. Down here, and then just extrude that face out. Oh, yeah, just like that. There we go. That looks fine. Well, now this is all wonky. All right, hang on. Turn off the thing so I can see this again. All we need is that, right? And that should do it. That's better. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hey, look, we made it. We made it better. I do actually. All the tutorials were like, oh, right click, shade smooth, and now look, it looks amazing. I'm like, no, I missed this. I missed the polygons. I want the polygons. I want to see the edges. This is gonna be a pretty terrible, like, oh man. All right, let's pull up the original cart. I've been learning. This was our first take at the go-kart. For the record, I'm making a kart racer just for funsies to learn Godot. It's like, yeah, that's look at that. Wow. So we're improving. Like this is significantly better. Like that other one was like last week. You have a cart, you have a cone, basically good to go. Well, yeah, the cone, we're going to have to go back to Godot and figure out how to make the cone work right. The idea was Blender was going to be a means to an end. I just needed some... I was just like, all right, we're going to learn a new game engine. It's going to be totally... a huge learning experience. And you know what? Along the way, I should probably pick up a little bit of Blender knowledge so we can have some 3D models. But that's a side thing. No, this is all Blender now. This is all Blender. We've been doing nothing but trying to make these models look nice. Oh my goodness. All right, material. Just make it a flat color for now. See, that's why I extended the seat out, is because I wanted that texture to pop out a little bit more. All right, and then the tires, they can just be a nice gray for now. Oh, wait, there's a thing. You can have... okay, hang on. You can have a new material slot. I read about this just today. So what you can do is then you can specify that like specific faces use a different material without having to have them be in a separate mesh. And now to do assign. There it is. Yeah, look. I remembered a thing and used it. Wow. I mean, we should probably have like, something on the front, but this is good enough for now. Look at that. Incredible. Alt left click in edit mode specifically. That's for selecting. Oh, that would have allowed me to select the faces. Wait, alt left click is no wait, alt right click is select all edges in a loop. Alt left click. Ah, all faces in a, yeah, all connected faces. That's it. That's the one. Oh my gosh. If I go over my YouTube tab and it's asking me if I'm still listening. It was asking me if I was still listening. Select all loop. Okay. Yeah, I'm used to complicated and in-depth shortcuts because I've been using this same version of Photoshop for almost 20 years. CS2. Got it in like 2005, 2006, and it still works great. No, 2005. It would have been 2005. So I'm coming up on my 20-year Photoshop anniversary of never upgrading because it does everything I need it to. And it doesn't require a subscription. Oh, we were gonna see about like an exhaust pipe. Do we still want to do that? That could actually, yeah, actually we do want to do that. That would look very nice and be a very easy detail to add. This one does not need to be symmetrical. So we're just gonna kind of throw it in there. Let's go for a nice 12, maybe even 8. Let's make it a straight up octagon here. 90 around the y-axis, and scoot it back on the x-axis. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, that's perfectly fine right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have a go-kart here. Now we could do like multiples of these or something, but it's good enough. Yeah, you know what? I think we can be proud of that. A little Pinewood Derby kart here. Okay, hang on. Let me pull up my notes. I was taking notes on the tutorials this weekend. We are fast approaching 20 different tutorial videos that I've gone through on this. Can always add little details. Exactly. It's like right now we just need something that we don't mind looking at from the back. Okay. So specifically, actual saving, GLTF was the recommendation here. I was doing OBJ because I recognized the name. All right, so we're gonna try this. We have cart2.glb. I have done a little bit of UV editing. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. We could do this all as one texture file because they are just flat textures. Like, why not? And then we could easily add decals. All right. Okay, so we want new. We'll call it cart. Toothbrush, dog, and a cup. We're gonna bring the texture way down. Okay, 512 by 512. I don't want to get too crazy here, but that'll leave enough room for no alpha. Let's start with a UV grid. That'll leave enough room for like a decal on the front or something. All right. Okay, so now what we would want is we want you. Thought it was you. Control you. Oh boy. Already forgetting the shortcuts. Blender, UV, unwrap. In 3D viewport, select UV unwrap or U and select unwrap. Should just be you. Do we have a toothbrushing dog in a cup yet? So that's still on the list. Might have to be in the UV window. Focus on here. You. Right click. But maybe I have to be in. I don't think I have to be in edit mode. That wouldn't make sense, right? Oh, I do have to be in edit mode. Cool. All right then. Dare I try? Project from view. Oh wait, it's already on there? I just don't see it. Oh wait, I actually have to tell it that I want to use that as the material now. Oh right, I still have to. This isn't even a thing yet, is it? Okay, cart. Okay, now I want to select that I want to use a image texture, cart 2, and then I don't know. Wait, do I? Oh wait. Ah, select all. I have to select all. To select all, and then you project from view. Hey, look at that. There it is. Okay, and just to get a little bit of something. Now we can actually move this around on this. I still can't see it because I'm in the wrong mode. There it is. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay, now I would love to see let's see. Okay. UV editing. Blender UV editing. Show all. I just want to see all of them. Little 45-degree double arrow icon at the top left. UV sync selection. Ah, okay. All right, cool. Cool. That is what I want, actually. Perfect. Okay, so now we go through and we can assign... actually, can we just do this? Ooh, there it is. Okay. All right, here we go. This is going to be a bit much. All right, we probably shouldn't do this. We should do it this way. All right, put our seat up there. Oh, does it now? Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, that's the top of our tires. Interesting. See, this one doesn't even matter. Like, that's the inside texture. Yeah, our mapping is going to be pretty dumb for the most part. Steering column. You know what I should do is I should open this file in Photoshop. Here we go. And get the colors now. And then we can just apply things to the colors. Because I'm much better in Photoshop. What? Tab. Tab lets us... oh, texture paint. Right, that's this one. Yeah. Yeah, that lets us paint directly on... well... So I hear. There is some way that we can do that. Like, paint directly on... Oh, we actually have to open the file. Oh, yes, yes. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Start here. Don't open the file. Okay, save the file. Reopen the file. Okay. Okay, this is just how it looks. Can I image save? It says it's saved to cart. Cart 2, PNG. Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. Oh, thank you. Let's see. I'm worried that it's gonna be show too much. Hang on, let me try this. Yeah, see, like I don't know what is what on here. Like, oh, of course that's the steering wheel. So my thought is start with scale everything down. I'm still not gonna know what everything is. Okay, new idea. Hear me out. What we do is we're just gonna grab some colors. We're just gonna grab some colors. Here we go. I'm just gonna pick a nice big brush. I'm just gonna plop down some colors here, okay? So watch this. Check this out. And you might be thinking, what in the world? What am I thinking? Well, no, you're not. You actually kind of have an idea of what I'm thinking, don't you? You know. That's it, right? That's what we need. What is he thinking? What is he on about? But no. He's got ideas. He's got ideas. All right, let's just try this. See what happens. Okay, save it. And now we should be able to reload. Cool. And now I think this should work. We still have to assign. Is it possible to assign everything? No, it's not, is it? Like, almost certainly not. I'm gonna have to, one by one, assign everything to this goofy texture. Which is fine. Okay, I think we're good. So now what we can do, hopefully, is take this, scale it down a bit, Move, just plop it onto here. Take this. Just plop it onto here. You see what I'm getting at here? This one's gonna be tricky. This one's gonna be tricky. So move that there. This is the back, which is fine where it is. These. Let me just, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's the idea right there. One texture, we just plop it on. Where is this face? Right here. Let's take these. Rotate by 90. What would happen if we did that? Is that any good? Kind of get a little bit of a gradient in Gons. I'm sorry. I'm new. This is my first day. Okay, so that's just that one face, but that's still something that we could use to our advantage. Yeah, like that can be a separate, that can be its own little separate thing that we can throw a little texture onto. Okay, it's not really my first day. I admit it. I lied. I lied for clout. What if we make this kind of a... I guess that doesn't really make much of a difference there. Anyway. See, we can do kind of some cool things there. Wow. You know what? I'm down with it. Look, we edited. Now we export. Wait, no, hang on. Layout. Export as let me pull up my notes here. BizHawk. I'm not familiar with BizHawk. GLTF is what we want. Export as... Oh, there it is. Second to last. Export it. That's that emulator. There you go. Obviously. All right. Let's get this out of here. And let's replace it with something beautiful. Cart 2. Cart 2. All right, so now I think... Oh! Ho ho ho! Oh! I forgot something. On the export. Transform... No, include... I want... Hold on. Data... Wait, it's in my notes. Mesh. Wait, what's that under? After transform, data mesh, apply modifiers. Okay, we have to apply the modifiers, like the smoothing and stuff and the mirroring, or else we're not getting it all. Okay, did that work? Yeah. Okay, which way's up now? Now Y is up. Just specific core because of accuracy. Really, I should have the bottom line up like that. Beautiful. Really is art. All right, this, we're done with this. Get rid of it. Collision shape, yeah, that we probably do need, actually. Where is it? Oh, it's a capsule. Right, it is a capsule, isn't it? Let's rotate it 90 degrees on the Z-axis. And scale it up. Looks good. Looks amazing. Lucas. Yeah, I needed a placeholder because we hadn't figured out the character art yet. But that's much, it's much better now. All right. Heck yeah! All right, the wheels don't, the wheels don't turn. It's VLC, look out! Yeah, that was our first attempt at any kind of physics object. We're drifting, probably. This cart looks so much better than the sled. Now, here's the thing. We might actually want to take the wheels out of the model and have those be a separate entity, because then we can do things like have the front wheels turn and also have the whole chassis kind of like bounce on like a faked suspension. Yes, armatures. Oh gosh. I have started looking at the tutorials for armatures and I am scared. I wrote up 100 lines of notes on, oh my gosh, inverse kinematics, make parent, keep offset, green bone menu, uncheck deform, Alt-G, Alt-R resets. I've got a lot of question marks in here. Vertex groups, object mode, select armature, pose mode, confirm rigging is working by moving armature. Oh man, no, that's the thing. It's like all the tutorials I'm finding about like making anything mobile in Blender, it's always straight to, all right, we're gonna rig a full 3D character. I'm like, okay, yes sir. All right, we'll do it. Which, I mean, admittedly, that I do want that because we're going to be getting to the point where I'm like, if I'm gonna be working in 3D games, like there's gonna need to be actual animations ported over, and more importantly, I still need to model Dupu of Who is Dupu fame, and rig him up to make him do the funny Fortnite dance. That's my life's goal now. There's us. It's beautiful. Bones. See, really, I should apply the... Oh, somebody made me try remesh, and that did not do what I wanted to. I could make Dabble do that dance. Mirror, we want to apply that. Same on the feet. He's a little... I mean, he's supposed to be square. Ready for high-def ray tracing. Well, it's supposed to be like a dark brown. The idea was I wanted to use less colors. Like the original Dabble art... This is Dabble from the Coraline universe. The original Dabble art was... the whole idea was to see, like, how few pixels can I get away with? At first I was like, I'm gonna make like a SNES style art, and I was like, wait, let's make it crunchier. Crunchier pixels. More. And so that's what I got away with, was like, all right, there's gonna be exactly 1 pixel between the eyes. No mouth. Basebone, make bones for wheels, put it in place. Parented to basebone, yep. Click wheels to parent to armature. Okay, see, armature suddenly got thrown in. Create 4 vertex groups. And in edit mode, select the tires and assign them to appropriate vertex groups. Boom, done. Okay, so let's, we go through that. We do that in Blender. And it's like, okay, now we have the ability to make the model move. We've got these handles that we can kind of move around, and it makes the model move. It's like we're not just moving the feet around. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. Undo the mirror application. Undo the mirror applications. Instead, just remove the mirror applications. Duplicate. No, wait. Duplicate. Scale Y -1. No, wait. I want it to scale over the thing. It's probably not symmetrical. Hold on.
This is future Dabble, after he lost his first arm.
Oh, no! No! I don't want to use a mirror modifier. I want this to be 2 separate objects. Duplicate vertices around. Move the cursor. Swap to cursor mode. Duplicate ours. Oh, man. Don't worry about it, Short. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, I shouldn't remove these things yet. They should continue being 1, right?
And then Dabble popped out of the TV screen with
separate.
realistic eyes and realistic blood and missing an arm.
Okay. So we can apply the mirror modifier. Let's do that. And then P to separate. Edit mode? No. Oh, in edit mode. Look at that little... I know, right? It is P. Okay, selection. So I can just select all the vertices over here. Wait. In X-ray mode. And then separate selection. Oh, I could just say by loose parts. Okay, hang on. That sounds much better. Hey, we got a right arm. Welcome in, Tenachi. This is original the character. This is Dabble. There's a whole platformer game I made for Dabble. It was all 2D pixel art, and now we're learning 3D. And what better character to model than the very popular with the kids, everyone knows him, Dabble. Okay, this is left arm. Even though it's on the right, don't get confused. Cube. Okay, that's ears. Probably not doing myself any favors by making these separate meshes. Stage left, yeah. Do not steal. Okay, so we're going to apply the mirror modifier, then edit mode, P by loose parts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That did something. Okay. All right, undo that. Undo that. Actually, let's go ahead and apply the smoothing operation there. Maybe that was our problem. Edit mode. P. Loose parts. No, it's making 4 different things here. Oh, there's a circle in there. There's a circle in there. How'd that get there? Okay, we can just delete that. Whoops. I deleted too much. Delete that and delete that. I don't know where those extra ones were. I don't know what that was. Okay, left foot. Right foot. I should probably do foot right. You know, so that they alphabetize next to each other. Just recently figured out how sprite sheets work. Heck yeah. I've been using sprite sheets a long time, but like not in engines that I haven't made myself. Like most of the stuff I've done for sprite sheets, I've just written an engine to basically say, all right, divide this image into this many rows and this many columns and find the image located in this row, this column. In Godot, a week. He's lost his ankles. He keeps rolling his ankles because they're perfect spheres, you see. You know what? I get it. I totally get it. Okay, until like this past year, almost every game I've made has been from scratch. And I've basically just been slowly building every game as an iteration of the previous game's engine. It's like, I liked this, but I didn't like that. So this time, let's do it this way. But it starts to hit a point where building everything from scratch, you can no longer building a pyramid, okay? It's like if you want to build a pyramid higher, well, first you've got to make this already massive base wider, and then every layer on top of that has to be built onto. And so there comes a point where if you want to improve your skills for game development, if you're building off of just your own skill set and nothing else, then suddenly if you want to make just a little bit better of a game, you suddenly have to get better at all these different things and learn all these systems that honestly is probably too much for one person to learn. So your options are either keep the pyramid low, stick to, simple art, easily understood concepts that you can get away with more programming knowledge than everything else knowledge. Or you have to rely on, some pre-existing scaffolding. And I really get stuck on the idea of using someone else's stuff, like engines, but I figure if I'm going to keep building my skill set, I kind of have to at this point. Like, Dabble Worlds is the last major game I built from the ground up, and that was a maker game. So that was like a level editor. It was a Mario Maker style game. And it got very feature rich, very fast, like complete back-end code for uploading levels, all kinds of very intricate stuff on the front end. And I kept running into issues because I really like building games for HTML Canvas. Part of it is how very portable browser games are. But the problem with Canvas is that you don't get a lot of help from the GPU graphically unless you're jumping onto some WebGL stuff. And I was building this thing completely from just like draw image calls, and I learned a lot about how to optimize that. You can get away with a whole lot if you pre-bake a lot of the stitched images. Like, for instance, if you're doing a 2D game with parallax scrolling, each layer, as long as each layer is an image, you know, for like the level geometry isn't changing very often, so just bake that in as an image, and now it's suddenly only one draw call instead of one call per tile. Like, you can get away with that and wind up with some very intense amounts of images being drawn, or so it seems. But a lot of the ideas I want to explore are... It's going to require an engine, because if I spend all my time dealing with things like calculating physics collisions, I'm never going to get anywhere with the actual game. And oh my gosh, I just want you all to appreciate that Dabble Worlds had slopes, because that was a nightmare. Physics calculations in a 2D game are really easy until you add slopes. And then it gets really hairy, because you've got all these preconceived ideas of how a slope should work. It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, it should be that if I move towards a slope, then I immediately move up at the same speed. It's like, okay, so how are we gonna do that? Well, you can do the Super Mario World style way of programming it, which is just if you are overlapping a slope, teleport the player to the top. You know, regardless of their horizontal position, just leave their horizontal position alone and teleport them to the top of the slope. And that works until you get into things like, okay, so now they reach the top of the slope and they land onto a solid ground above. It's like, well, they're kind of hitting a wall when they do that. It's like, okay, so now we need to... Okay, so don't just teleport them up, also give them some upwards velocity matching the illusory slope climbing so that they are actually moving up. It's like, okay, that works, but now when you run off a slope, you actually like get some air. It's like, okay, so now you gotta snap to the slope, and oh my gosh, it's awful. Do not underappreciate 2D slope physics. I didn't make those baseballs roll down the hills. I didn't make baseballs roll down a hill, and that took me like 3 days. 3 days to make a baseball, because I decided, oh, well, the baseball's got to roll down the hill, and it's got to animate like it is, and animate the right way and everything. Ugh. It took me 3 days. Ah, there you go. All right. It's good to know that not all devs have that same issue. Like, look at this. Look at this. Like, this dumb, stupid physics. That's all it is. Well, and I guess And even that's choppy. Doing some weird stuff. Look at that. There it goes. So if the physics will be overly time consuming, what's a way to deal with it? Don't do it yourself. Have a game engine that has physics already solved and just use their physics. Dabble in the void. Write your own date time code. No. Oh my gosh, is it doing it? It's doing it again. Only text-based. I have been kind of weirdly interested in wanting to write an engine for text-based games, but solely, like, I have no game idea for it. It's just like, I bet it'd be fun to write a text-based game engine. Full week. Oh my gosh, and then you got to do the code again for the ceilings, but it's not the same code. You'd think it would be the same code. Actually, you know what's really weird? And I never thought, like, playing Mario Maker, I never would have thought, like, that this is a problem, because it's so intuitive when you're playing Mario Maker. But if you imagine a, like, one of those little flimsy platforms on a motor going up and down, when it pushes you towards a ceiling, you get forced through the platform, right? But it's like, okay, why? Why though? And like, should that happen if, say, some other solid object is falling down, like say a bullet bill blaster or a cannon? Does that squish you, or does that push you through? Or does it only happen if it's like the platform's movement that's pushing you up? Like if it's a horizontal platform, if you're on a horizontal platform and then a bunch of bullet bill blasters fall down on your head, do you get pushed through or killed? And I'm thinking like, well, I guess in that case you'd get killed. And it's like, well, why? What's the difference? If you are being compressed between this platform and some solid object, why is it in one case you get killed, but in the other case you just kind of like fall through it? And then you look at some of the weirder levels in Mario Maker and you realize, oh no, there's not like definite rules that make sense. It's all just tricks. It's all just someone making decisions and deciding, make it do this. There's no rhyme or reason. Hello. We're wrapping up, but it's good to have you coming in. And you realize like a week later, yes, you surround it in the big scary comment blocks that just say, no, do not look at this. And do not touch it. This method is private and sealed forever for its own good. Mario Maker collaborative writing prompt. So basically make a Mario Maker style text-based adventure. Now, that is a concept that I've been interested in the past, is the idea of having like a game that is being built by the players while everyone is playing, but not in the sense of Mario Maker where it is like these distinct little files that are being created and uploaded, but more this sense that like this is a single shared world that is being built outward by the players and explored by other players. And I know there's sort of a thread of that in Minecraft, and I can't quite articulate what it is I'm thinking about that's slightly different in this case. To write when you open a door that hasn't been written. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's websites like that. Flux the card game. The objective and mechanics change with each turn taken. The original idea I had, and this would have been probably 9 years ago that I had this idea of like an engine wherein people are playing the game, and as they do, they unlock. All right, think of it like crafting recipes in Minecraft, that you got to gather all the ingredients and then you can build another item or a house. Think of it, instead of building a house, you're gathering loose pixels to build tile sheets. You're gathering code chunks to like piece together your own functional enemy that you are adding to the game as you go. So it would have been such a dumb idea, but yes. What does this do? And then everyone just falls under the freaking sun. Yeah, more self-contained things. The kind of idea I had in my head of like, this is why this would be cool, is someone unintentionally creates some like completely overpowered behemoth of a monster, and then is frantically trying to enlist other players, like putting up bounties like, I have done something wrong, someone please help me, this thing is going to destroy everything I built. Heroes, aid me. Just this sort of idea of giving players like slightly too much power. But yeah, obviously, this would have had so many issues from very many different perspectives. But that was the general idea. All right. I'm going to stream again tomorrow. I'm probably going to do more of this. Okay. Things to do tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it would have been awful. But I got stuck on the idea of, this is me like spiraling off into another tirade of just trying to remember how this idea works. I got really stuck onto the idea of almost like, I don't think it was Scratch, because I think Scratch is some other actual language, but I think Google had maybe it is Scratch, this puzzle piece based coding thing. Yeah, we'll see how Blender goes. I'm gonna take a swing at Bones tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try and squeeze some more tutorials in during work. That is Scratch. Okay, I really liked the idea of these like pieces that could be stuck together, and I was thinking it should be possible to abstract out enemy behaviors in a way that is not too granular, but basically give enough hooks to people so they can kind of understand, like, when player is close, then chase player. Like, very simple pieces. And ultimately, this is my confession. The reason I wanted to do that is because I was really tired of having to write code for so many different enemies. And I was like, I'm just using the same pieces in different configurations. It's like, surely I can offload this work to someone else. And it's like, well, I don't trust anyone else that I know to program on this project. It's like, but what if I made these little pieces that could be fit together? Yeah, that was the idea. I was just trying to avoid work by making it just easy enough for other people to do it for me. Yes. And not just the AI, because I was also talking about like players collecting pixels to draw tile sets for me. Like, they earn pixels of different colors that they can piece together to make art to add to the game. I was basically making a game about outsourcing all the work. All right. This has been a blast. We made a cart, and it looks so much better. I'm hoping tomorrow we can actually get Dabble into this cart and maybe give him some vague animations of like actual steering. I want to fake the steering a little bit. I want to have the wheels turn. I want to have them bounce a little bit based on like when you're landing down. And then I want to have the character's arms kind of steer the wheel. So we're going to see how we can do that. But gosh, this cart looks a lot better than the last one. We're going to get rid of the little Amogus, though. The little cylinder Amogus. Everyone, have a wonderful night. He needs a 6 on the car. Oh, just you wait until we get Dupu in this game. Where's Sled? Wheels go a long way. Really, they do. Like, that's really what makes it. I mean, admittedly, the rest of it is nice, too, but the fact that it has color is good. But yeah, it doesn't take much. Everyone, have a wonderful night. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Eventually, we will get back to playing video games when I take a break from this project for a little bit. But for now, I'm still learning. I'm still having fun. So we're going to keep at it tomorrow. Hope to see you guys there. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.